Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, once again here on a Tuesday night for the Top Hat Comics Tour Modified Series. And tonight we are at Atlanta, but not the mile and a half, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no. These guys are going to be taking on the Legends Oval for 125 laps. So that's why you can see down in our little strategy box, 125 laps, that's pretty much it. It's going to be straight up here tonight. Pretty sure these guys are going to be able to make it on fuel, no problem. Tires really not going to be too much of a factor at these speeds, but it's still going to be a great short track race nonetheless here on Tuesday night for Crooked Line Racing, short track oval racing. Top Hat Comics Tour Modified Series on Tuesday night. Thank you all for joining me here once again. You see your times up at the top of the board. You got Brian Zimmerman, he's up there holding on to P1, but remember we saw last night, practice times didn't mean a whole lot in the super late models, but here in these tour modifieds, we're going to see what happens, and if Brian Zimmerman can manage to lay down a good qualifying time. Tanner Marr's out on track right now. He's turning some practice laps in that number 4 machine. He's sitting 6th on the board right now. Talking to some of these drivers earlier, not a lot of complaints from what I heard. Not a lot of people, aside from the location, not a lot of people were happy about the track. But I think everybody's excited for tonight, and everybody's ready to have some fun. Be sure to go ahead and get your picks out in chat, ladies and gentlemen, tonight. I'm sorry. I know he's sitting P6, but the guy who started in, I believe it was 6th last night, it was near the middle of the field. He ended up winning. I'm going with Tanner Marr. Tanner, I'm sorry. You know the broadcaster's curse, but I got to pick you tonight, dude. You're looking good out there. Wheeling that number 4 machine. See a lot of new and different names out on track. A couple we haven't talked a whole lot about or haven't seen at all. One of them is this number 55. He told us a little bit earlier that we can call him Keith Mack. He's out here joining us tonight. 14th on the board as we speak. Ladies and gentlemen, only a few minutes left here in practice. We started a little bit later tonight. We were trying something a little bit different with timing. But that being said, we got to start our pre-race ceremony. So if you could please rise and remove your hats for tonight's national anthem. All right. And as always, our national anthems are done by Joshua Rutherford. Mullet Music Productions on YouTube. Go check him out. Go give him a subscription. Go give him a like. We greatly appreciate everything he does. Also, all music you hear, for the most part, there's only one thing that we played. The grid music is not done by Joshua, but pretty much everything else, Josh really helped us out there. So I want to always give a big shout out to him. Practice is wrapping up here, and it's time to get into qualifying for the Top Hat Comics Tour Modified Series. Question is, who will go out on track first, or will they wait for, well, it is already pretty cloudy, so I guess they're really not going to be waiting for clouds tonight. Cloudy day here in Atlanta. Got one driver out on track already. It's the number 5 of Jeff Clifton. Coming to start his green flag run here. Starting lap 1. Going down into turns 1 and 2. Such a tight turn. It's like a mini Martinsville if you think about it. Across the line for his first lap. He's going to be one of the first drivers to set a time with a 14.11. 14.11. Looks like he's going to end that qualifying time. 71 of Chris Sawyer. He's out on track right now. Coming around. Gets the checkered flag on his second lap. It's good enough for a 14.44. 14.44 for the number 71. And as I say, that number 44, Jason Raymond, top of the board with a 13.92. Coming to finish his second lap. Jason Raymond improves a 13.81, and as remember we talked about him, Tanner Marr getting a little sideways there in 3 and 4. He's second on the charts right now. Don't think that lap's going to improve, but sitting second with a 13.87. Christopher Monroe is out on track at the number 17 right now on his second lap of his qualifying run. First lap was good enough for third place at 13.97. Will second lap improve? It does not. Basically runs almost identical laps. But Brian Zimmerman, he was fastest in practice. Just ran a 13.93. Good enough for third place. Got Jeffrey Miller out there in the number 79 finishing up his qualifying run. He ran a 14.47. Brian Treadwell in that 48's out on track. Like Brian might be struggling just a little bit, misjudging that entry on the corner. Nicholas Casey. Haven't said that name at all yet. Number 86 out on track, 11th right now. Finishing his qualifying run. Good enough for P5 on the second lap, 14.01. Zach Murphy's out on track in that number 29. He's coming to finish his qualifying run right now, sitting P8. Can he improve? Cross the line. He does not. Stays about the same, sitting P8 right now. Mitchell Muma out there. Looks like he's struggling on his qualifying run just a little bit. Timing and scoring showing him as the number 22, but him as the number 98. So we will call him the 22 tonight. Some of these drivers still struggling here in qualifying. Well, while we got a quick minute, it looks like everybody who wanted to take a time took a time. We're going to take a quick commercial break. Got about a minute left before grid here. Stick around. And we are back live. These drivers are getting set to grid up for tonight's Atlanta 125. Pretty pumped for this one. These legend tracks are always going to put on a good race. These short tracks always put on a good race. Every time. But we don't have a lot of time to do this. Got to get through that grid. Jason Raymond's going to be on pole with Tanner Marto's outside starting in second. Brian Zimmerman's going to be starting in third with Christopher Monroe to his outside starting in fourth. Nicholas Casey's going to be starting P5 with Jeff Clifton in P6. Why that keeps hiding on me, I have no idea. All right. Back to what we were doing. Aiden Young in 7th. Zach Murphy in 8th. Brandon Mettler in 9th. Chris Sawyer 10th. Ben McDonald in 11th. Jeffrey Miller in 12th. Mitchell Muma 13th. Derek Stanley 14th. Brian Treadwell 15th. Kyle Eli 16th. Michael Klein 17th. Kyle O'Danick in 18th. And Keith Mackey's going to be starting in 19th with Russ Lundberg in P20. That's going to round out your grid this evening here at Atlanta Legends Oval. All right, pace cars ducking on off in the hands of the flagman. Green flag is in the air here at Atlanta. Down into turns 1 and 2. Tanner Marr's going to try and make something happen on the outside. He's going to go way wide. He's going to lose at least 2 spots there coming down the back straightaway. Got a couple of problems in the back of the field. Everybody checking up. This is a short track 1 spinning off of the corner. We stay green. Jason Raymond's going to keep the race lead with Brian Zimmerman running in second. Tanner Marr takes over the third position after just a little bit of contact there between him and the 86. Still contact being made. Tanner Marr hitting the outside retaining wall. The number 86 looking down to the inside of the racetrack coming at it too. And he's going to come up and clear himself off of the number 4. We know Tanner's not going to be too happy about that. I don't think any of us would be. Number 4 looking like he's struggling. See, this is why I hate picking people, ladies and gentlemen. This is always what happens. Come on, Tanner, get back up there. Brandon Mettler is going to find his way into 7th position, but under pressure from the number 17 of Chris Monroe. Chris is going to take over that 6th position right now. Ben McDonald in 7th. Zach Murphy in 9th. Chris Sawyer in 10th. Derek Stanley's running 11th as we got one in the infield. Looks to be the 48 of Brian Treadwell having problems on the infield. Trying to keep it down off the racing surface to not bring out a caution flag here tonight. Jason Raymond still your race leader, but under fire from Brian Zimmerman right now. It's only about a 3/10 gap as we get a caution out on the speedway. Looks like the 86 might be involved with that one. We saw how he started racing there. Kind of cleared himself a little bit off of that number 4. Oh, yeah, big contact here between him and the 5, it looks like. Going down into turns 3 and 4. Yep, the 5 just gets into the back of him and sends him around. So that's going to put us under our first caution here tonight at Atlanta. And just because of all that chaos going on, I got to do this to him. Ready? Here we go. Tanner Marr, driver number 4 at Sam in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you, boss.
So walk me through those first couple of laps there, man. It looked like chaos. I got to hear your side of the story.
Man, I'm not happy. It's not where you want to be at. Kind of got shut up into the wall right then, so that's a fast pair going. It's going to be a long night.
Well, do you think you got something for these guys? That number 4 machine looks fast.
Man, I love this track. I love this car. Qualified second. I was like, Raymond, you're screwed if I can never get down. But now you can see what happened there. We're going to try to just ride around now, Sam, and wait till about 30 laps to go or something. Try to get up there, use choose, come to our advantage.
Well, I hate to tell you this now, but I picked you tonight, so maybe that had something to do with it.
Oh, I need that first win of the season, too. We're going with a goose egg right now, so we need it.
You got it.
I appreciate that.
Just, hey, stay patient, and you got it. Well, let's get back down there, and good luck tonight.
Thank you, boss.
That was driver of the number 4, Tanner Marr. Had to let them know I picked him, ladies and gentlemen. I had to, because I feel bad if I don't at least tell these guys. You might have a little black cloud over your head. Jason Raymond, your race leader. There you go, choppy cam here. Call it the choppy cam. They're choosing. 16 takes the outside. Brandon Mettler takes the outside. Zach Murphy takes the outside. A bunch of other drivers taking the inside. Not sure where you want to be tonight. We saw that outside lane move for Kyle O'Danick. It worked last night. Let's see what happens here. In the hands of Jason Raymond in the 44. Green flag back out in the air. Good jump for the number 44 going down into turns 1 and 2. Brian Zimmerman's going to send it down. Oh, everybody's sending it down into the corner. Oh, we got a pile up. I'm just going to back it up right here because I saw Tanner coming in there way hot. Let's see what's going on here. I think it starts up here in the front. Go up here a little bit. See what happens. All right, so there you go. 23 and 71 make contact. 29 in the 98, or the 22, I should say. Go off track. God, you guys confuse me with these numbers. Then a couple of people just victim of circumstance there. 16 got spun around. So a lot of stuff going on here tonight. Jason Raymond still maintains the race lead. We're 15 laps down here. Yeah, he went in way hot. Way too hot. Looks like these drivers might be going 2 to green right here. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for tuning in to True Sim Productions here on a Tuesday night for the Top Hat Comics Tour Modified Series. As always, the Crooked Line Racing League, Maine's Mobile Truck Service, USAFirearms.com, and everybody else. Michael Falk Racing Designs. Heck, we'll even shout out Savage Edge Graphics. I know he's done some work for Tanner. Give them a shout out. Well, you know, I don't think he needs to cool down. I think what could have possibly happened, he might have just overdrove it a little bit, worried about the guy behind him. I mean, you know, when you're not used to racing around certain drivers, you tend to worry about what they're going to do going into the corner, especially the way you've been raced now. So maybe he tried to be a little cautious, but was maybe a little too cautious and just sent it in a little too hard. Got the 15 of the 44 making contact under caution here. Tanner Moore chooses the outside. See, now that's a move. That is a move. It's going to gain him all those positions. Look at that. Green flag back out in the air. Oh, and as I say that, the 15 gets in. Tanner gets turned. Are you kidding me? The black cloud surfaces once again here at Atlanta for the number 4. Tanner, I'm sorry. I did not mean to pick you. That is just ridiculous. I don't even know what happened there. We got to back it up. We got to take a look. Let's go to the chopper. Choppy cam. Got to get a graphic for that. Choppy cam. All right. So the start happens. 15 on that transition. You see the transition plain as day right there from that infield to the actual racetrack. Looks like the 15 just gets loose right there. Tanner checks up. Everybody's running each other over, unfortunately. Oh, and just Clifton trying to catch the race car. Gets in the back of the 4. So tough luck for a few drivers here tonight. Looks like everybody has to wait on the pace car here. That's why everybody's coming to a halt. All right, looks like these drivers came to the choose cone. I was checking a couple of things there. My apologies. Had a couple of messages pop up. Had to answer them really, really fast. Like Jason Raymond, still your race leader. Looks like Tanner Marr chose that inside line this time again. Green flag back out in the air. Jason Raymond's got a good jump right there. He's cleared everybody. Now he's just got to get into a rhythm and try and pull away. Brian Zimmerman trying to take over that second position. And now Ben McDonald taking over third. Tanner Marr's trying to fight back in that number 4 machine, though, after getting spun. Remember, he used that quick repair he had. So Tanner's going to have to take it nice and easy here for the remainder of the race. And Derek Stanley is rounding out your top 5 as of right now. These drivers starting to single file out. Get some green flag laps ran here at the Atlanta Legends Oval. Tanner Marr's under pressure from that 23 going through the center of the corner, but he gets a great run coming off, trying to get around the number 16. He's going to have a run here going down the front straightaway. Tanner Marr looking for third place going out into turn 1. Can he clear him? He might get him here coming off 2. He does, so give third place over to Tanner Marr. Oh, and he gets big time loose going through the center there. 16's taking a look now. Out here driving with a vengeance right now is that number 4. He's been already thrown around like a pinball this evening, trying to make something happen here in Atlanta. Everybody pretty much single filed out right now. Not a lot of people battling for position. We're 30 laps in the books as of now. Yeah, everybody's pretty much cordial. Single filed out. Let's go back up to the front of the field as we see Jason Raymond big wiggle off of turn number 2. So it looks like these cars are definitely really loose under throttle for these drivers. It's the 48. Oh, big miss on the braking zone. That's going to bring out another yellow flag. And we saw that one happen live as the leaders are starting to catch these lap cars. See what happens here. It goes down in the corner and just either goes in too hard or just misjudges the braking zone, but did a good job there. He backed it up out of the way at everybody, so give credit where it's due. We all make mistakes. Just loop the car. 48 struggling a little bit here tonight. Well, while these guys are under caution once again, let's go ahead and pay the bills. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel.
All right, I hate to do it, ladies and gentlemen, but we got to cut it short. These guys just chose, and they're coming back to the green flag. Such a short track. It's a good thing we get these pace laps done fairly quickly. Jason Raymond, going to fire him off. Green flag back out in the air. Down into 1 and 2. Brian Zimmerman's going to try and get around that number 16. He does. He's going to clear him. Everybody's single filed out rather quickly there. Zach Murphy had a big wiggle right there going into 3 and 4. Allowed Tanner Marr to get underneath him and make the pass. Tanner's now back up to 4th. Must have lost a couple of positions there on that restart. Back there, we got a battle going on with the number 71 and the number 86. They're door banging a little bit. 71 trying to make quick work of him, using a little bit of that grass to get that modified to turn. He's going to clear him coming off the 2, going down the back straightaway. 23 is looking underneath the number 15 of Mettler. Again, all the way down on that grass. Gets side by side to the center of the corner. Can't get the run off. Going to try and get him down here in 3 and 4. Mettler's driving really hard in on the outside line, but can't prevail. 23 might get him here. No. Still got to do a little bit more work. Coming out of turn number 2, he's going to clear him right here easily. Give that position, which is P7, to number 23, Derek Stanley. Back up to the front of the field. It is only a 3/10 gap from race leader Jason Raymond to second place Brian Zimmerman as they come up on lap traffic of Brian Treadwell and that number 48. Brian's going to go ahead and get out of the way for him. Very cordial, that number 48. Looks like he might have gotten the wall just a little bit there. We're going to go back and watch these guys get around him. Everybody made it through. So Tanner Marr's trying to fight his way back up into at least P3 here. He's trying to get around that number 16. Running a real interesting line there through 3 and 4. We saw Tanner go a little bit lower into the corner. Now he's running pretty high. Wondering if he might have missed his braking zone. We are going to have a caution. We saw that out of the corner of our eye right there was the number 23. Number 71 looked like he was involved. So it looks like we're going to back it up a little bit here. Go to the choppy cam. 23 goes in hot. Just loops it. 48 gets into him. And 71. Okay, 71 wasn't involved. Just trying to avoid it. Can be deceiving until we actually look at it. $50 laps. About to be in the books here tonight. Jason Raymond's been out front for pretty much all of them. Actually, I think it's been all of them. Brian Zimmerman been holding on to that second place. So let's go ahead and finish that commercial break. We'll be right back.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic, real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 on...
All right, again, we're cutting it short. Only because these drivers just chose coming 1 to green here. Jason Raymond's got his hand on the trigger. Whole hand on there, as Brad would say. Got to shout out Brad Lawson at Sim Picks by Rowdy. Green flag back out in the air. Oh, and they're going to, yep, door, and that might, no, they're going to stay green. How did they keep that straight? We got to go back and look at that. Let's go back and look at that. Not sure what happened there. Let's see, going down in the 1. Tanner's going to throw it in there. I mean, gets into the 29, shoves the 29 up in the 16. They kind of push each other straight and keep going. We got to see what else is going on here as these drivers are still battling. The number 44 out in the lead. Brian Zimmerman still trying to hunt him down, but now the number 4, Tanner Marr, back up in the 3rd. Don't look now, though, that number 69 of Aiden Young, he's coming out of nowhere. He's up there in P4. And it's a blanket over the top 4 cars right now. Because back here to 5th, it's about another second to the number 29 is Zach Murphy. Caution flag back out on the speedway. Not sure who is involved with this one. Okay, so got problems for the number 16. Going down to the 1 and 2 right here. Oh, he's just going to kind of turn down on the 86. Not sure what happened to the 86 there. He's gone. Might have hit that incident limit. Not something you want to do on these short tracks. They cross line this time, and if I've been timing this right the last 2 commercials, they should be choosing this time around. So 60 laps down here this evening. Jason Raymond's been out front for them all. Here we go. Choose go. No, next time by. All right, I lied. Next time by, it's probably going to be the juice cone. It's so hard to tell. I wish SDK could come up with a way that says, like, they're 1 to green, 2 to green. If we could find a way, shout out SDK if you're watching, but if we could find a way to do that, it'd be awesome. Choose it now. Raymond to the bottom, Zimmy to the bottom, Tanner to the bottom. 29 takes the top. First car to take the top. Metler takes the top. In the hands of Jason Raymond. Fires them off. Green flag back out in the air. Good jump for him going down to the 1 and 2. Oh, the 29. He's going to clear the 28. He's going to take over second. That outside line doing work on the restart, but Zimmerman fighting back. Tanner got a little loose right there, so the number 15 of Metler coming out of 2. Metler under fire from the 69 of Young. Tanner trying to look to the inside of 29. Zimmy got around the 29 of Murphy. A lot of battles going on right now. Right now it's for the top 5 position. Aiden looking underneath the 15. Side by side going out into turn 1. Almost a little bit of contact. Still side by side. Aiden doing everything he can, trying to get that run off the corner. He almost has him clear here. Oh, he almost had it. Little bit of contact. Give the position to Aiden Young. Top 5. Back up to the front. Raymond's got a good gap now. It's out to about a second. 1.1. Over Brian Zimmerman. Zimmerman trying to race him down. Not a lot of time left here to do it. These laps are going to tick off fast. Everybody pretty much single filed out. Zach Murphy running 3rd. Tanner Marr, he's running 4th. Aiden Young's running 5th. Brandon Mettler in the number 15. He's in 6th. Chris Sawyer in that 71 machine running 7th. He's got a little bit of gap in front of him and behind him. Jeffrey Miller having a good run tonight in that number 79. He is P8. The number 22 of Mitchell Muma goes around. Caution flag's going to be back out on the speedway. We caught it here going through the field. All right, we're looking at that number 98 on screen. Red car down in the middle of your screen. Just comes off the corner. Yep, just loops it on his own. A little too much throttle coming off the corner. That suspension unloaded on him, and the car didn't like it. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I had to get myself a beverage. Didn't want to go to another commercial and bore you guys with those, so I left it here while we're pacing, just to see if they would choose while I stepped away for a second. Which they are now. Ooh, see, if I was Tanner, I would have jumped to that high side, because look at that. Here comes Mettler back up to second. Field in the hands, Jason Raymond once again. Coming out of turn number 4. Green flag back out in the air. Going down into 1 and 2. They're going to be side by side for second place. Zimmy trying to do everything he can to clear that number 15. 15 trying to make something happen on that high side. He's going to get stuck out there though, because now the 29 is going to be fighting on the inside. Tanner Mars is going to try following right behind him. Don't look now. Zimmy going for the race lead. A little bit of contact there between the 29 and the 15. They keep it straight. That had to check up the number 4 because now he's under pressure from Aiden Young in that number 69. They're dooring again down the back straightaway. Looks like the 29 is going to hold off that number 15. Tanner Mars is going to slot back into 5th position. Jason Raymond and Brian Zimmerman doing everything he can to get to that back bumper. Zimmy running a little bit of a different entry. I think he's found something here tonight. As I say that, it looks like Raymond might have figured out what Zimmerman was doing and is now pulling away from him about a half a second. That's about a second back to Zach Murphy. Brandon Mettler trying to get back to the back bumper of that number 29, trying to make something happen. Go back up to the front. Jason Raymond still leading. 85 laps complete here tonight. Laps are starting to tick off. And now Raymond's going to have lap traffic to deal with coming up here in about 1 or 2 laps. He's going to have to make quick work of them, because that 28 is there. 28's close enough, but not close enough to make a move. But he is close enough if Raymond makes a mistake. Anything can happen. He drives it down into 1 and 2. Just gets a heck of a run to the center of the corner. And oh, he loops it! Brian Zimmerman gets on the gas too hard and loops it. Caution flag out on the speedway. We saw it here live watching the battle for the race lead. Oh, he clipped the grass on the inside. He was running so good. Now he's going to have to work his way back up. Yeah, see the chat out there. Yeah, that sucks. It is racing. I mean, you got to give him credit. He was catching him. He was trying to find a different line right there. Just overdid it just a little bit. They're choosing now. Come on, Tanner. Don't let me down. Oh, he chose the bottom. I would have taken that top side just like Zimmy is right here. Green flag back at. Oh, they're going to big. I don't know what was going on with that. I think the 15 just got DQ'd for incident points. Oh, my goodness. No idea what happened there. I don't even know if we can get. We'd have to go back to the green flag and see if we can't get a better view on it. I know the 29 had something to do with it. So we'll watch it from the restart here. I mean, he goes down in the corner, and it looks like he hits Raymond. And you can hear it. He hits Raymond, and then hits the 15, doors him. That's just unfortunate, man. Racing really aggressive here. They still got 27 laps to go. So now Tanner Moore, he capitalized on those drivers' mistakes. He's running P2. Now he's trying to run down race leader Jason Raymond, who's been pretty much untouchable here tonight. Gentlemen, I do again apologize for the material in the chat. No idea where they're coming from, and I wish YouTube would do something about it, because at this point it's getting really annoying. But True Sim Productions does not condone that material on this channel. We understand that it is a family-oriented channel. We want this to be able to be watched by everybody. So I'm sorry if I pause for a second. I'm trying to take care of that in the chat. We're going to try and see what's going on with the race here. We got 23 laps to go. Jason Raymond, still your race leader. Tanner Moore running in second. Zach Murphy running third. Aiden Young in fourth. Does anybody have anything for this number 44? He's been looking good all night. 22 laps to go. We saw somebody wrecking back there, and yep, a yellow flag's going to be out on the speedway. I think it was a 23 was involved. He's already riding the wall here. What happened here? Come out the corner, gets tight, and just Plows it into the wall. Loops it. Oh, comes in front of the pack. I mean, come on now. What's up with that? Can't be doing that. Admin's going to have a lot of work to do tonight. 20 laps to go. Coming to 19 here as Raymond's catching the pace car. Take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going the rest of the way commercial free. Stick around.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic, real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
With the butt kicker.
All right, we're cutting it short. Pace car's off. Jason Raymond. Green flag back out in the air. Tanner Marr, big loose on the restart there, getting under the power. Trying to get underneath that number 29 is Zach Murphy and take away that second position. Clears him going down the back straightaway. Oh, almost contact back there. 69 making some moves. 17 making a move. Side by side back here. 16 71. They get around it. Jason Raymond pulling away. 14 laps to go. Tanner Marr is about an 8/10 gap to Jason Raymond right now. 13 laps to go. Does he have enough time to get there? Can he get there? Aiden Young trying to get around Tanner Marr, though. I don't think he has enough time if it stays green. Jason Raymond's been looking good all night. He's been smooth. He's got that number 44 dialed in. Tanner Marr runs wide. Going to be under pressure here from the 69 if he makes another mistake. Seems to have gotten back into his rhythm. Ten laps to go. Coming to 9 here for the number 44, Jason Raymond. 9 more times around this short little oval. Running a good line right there. Tanner Marr, like I said, back into his rhythm. 8 laps to go. Aiden Young doing everything he can to try and take away that second place position. Tanner Marr, another slip up. He's going to lose second if he keeps it up. Come on, Tanner, you got it. That's my pick. He's slipping up. It's allowing Raymond to just walk away. 6 laps to go. Out of turn number 4. 5 fingers in the air from the flagman. 5 more times around for the 44, Jason Raymond. Not sure if he'll catch lap traffic or not. 4 laps to go. This time out of turn number 4, it's going to be 3 to go for the number 44. Everybody single filed out. Tanner trying to run down Jason. Aiden trying to run down Tanner. Popsicle sticks in the air for the 44. 2 more laps to go. Down the back straightaway. He's led every lap tonight. 44 had a dominating performance. Give the win to the 44 of Jason Raymond. Tanner Marr bringing it home, P2. Aiden Young wrapping up tonight's event with a solid 3rd place finish. Raymond's going to burn it down here tonight at Atlanta. Well earned, gotta say. Led every lap. I'm pretty sure it was every lap at least. It sure did look like it. Let's just go ahead and go to pre-race, or post-race interviews, I should say. Pre-race. Oh, I said pre-race. Let's go to post-race interviews. Let's talk to the driver of the number 69, Aiden Young. Aiden, it's Sam in the booth. You got me.
I got ya.
So, pretty hectic race out there. I mean, you basically just got to walk me through that. You came home P3. Tell me how it went.
Yeah, it went okay. Just trying to stay out of the wrecks and just be careful what I'm doing.
Well, you know, you can't complain about a solid 3rd place finish. So, who do you got to shout out for that number 69?
I gotta thank Tanner for letting me race, and obviously Cool Ray, Young Creations, and Gambling Motorsports, and everyone that comes out to watch me.
All right, man. We'll let you celebrate that 3rd place finish, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you.
All right, that was Aiden Young, driver of the number 69. Short, sweet, and to the point. Tanner Marr, we got to talk to him next because I'm running down here. I'm catching up to him. He's climbing out of this Tour Modified. Tanner, how's it feel to get P2?
It sucks, man. I had 25 or 28X. I was 1X away from being DQ'd, whatever that limit is, right? So I'm sitting there racing scared the entire time. So I'm happy to finish 2nd, but man, oh man, I think I had the car to win, but I didn't have any chance to even try to race Raymond or rough him up or anything because I couldn't afford it.
So I got to ask, there was a couple of times, because I'm watching you up here, why did you not go to the top? There was a few times you could have gained all that track position back, and it worked for a few guys.
Normally, Sam, I will. Normally, I'll go to the outside, but I watched too many guys from the inside just go up and kill the guy on the outside. And like I said, from lap 60 on, I had 1X to play with. One more X, I was gone. So in a tight points battle with Raymond, so I just knew I needed to finish tonight's race. So I just started taking the inside because I knew I could control whether I got hit somewhat on the inside, right? Outside, I don't really have a whole lot of control in the matter. But I wanted to. I definitely wanted to.
Well, hey, you still came home with P2. Who you got to thank on the number 4?
Got to thank you for doing the broadcast night, True Sim Productions. I know we just broke 100 subscribers, so to be a small little part of that, it's awesome to see how fast that's kind of grown. Everybody hit that thumbs up button, helps out a ton. Then I think my mom and grandparents, my nana and pop, I know they're watching. So Building Blocks Child Care Center, just a little locally owned business that's always supported me in everything I do, but for sure sim racing. TheButtKicker.com, MF Racing Irons, of course, Spam Racing Videos, McConey Setup Shops, Raise Energy, FB Sim Racing Button Box, Savage Edge Apparel, and I can almost guarantee I'm forgetting somebody, and that sucks. I'm sorry. But, man, what a race. Atlanta Legends Oval, it's a tough one, but it was fun.
All right, man. Well, hey, we'll let you go celebrate that 2nd place finish, and we'll see you tomorrow night when you broadcast the Wednesday Night League.
Right on, buddy. Make sure you make fun of Raymond whenever he gets up here, all right?
All right, I'll give him a hard time for you.
All right, thanks, boss.
That was driver the number 4, Tanner Marr. Now we got to talk to the man of the hour, Jason Raymond, climbing out of that number 44 machine. You got the win tonight. How's it feel?
Oh man, it feels pretty good. I never thought I'd have a 3-win season. I was always lucky to get 1, so having 3 in 1 season is definitely a plus for me. I mean, a big confidence booster. I was there was a time where I was getting really down on myself, couldn't get a win, and just being able to run up front and battle with everybody out here, it's super fun, and I just can't believe I'm sitting here for a third time.
Well, hey, not only did you win tonight, I'm pretty sure you led every single lap, so you got to be happy with that. I mean, was that because of all the restarts? You felt like you had the advantage, or did you just have the car to do it tonight?
I think, starting on pole definitely helped with that. It's super hard to pass here, and kind of being out front helps you avoid all the chaos behind you. The restarts, I feel like, helped me a little bit, but I still think even if we had a long run, I still had the car to maintain and stay up here. There was a couple of guys that I think would have been able to contend with me, Tanner and Zimmerman and Mettler, and then Murphy, all them. I don't know. I think some of the guys being close to the incident limit kind of helped out with that too, because I couldn't race to their full potential as they were trying not to get disqualified out from the race. But I think I had a car that I could have maintained, and probably had a top 3 anyways.
All right, man. Well, top 3, you got a top 1. You're the winner. Who you got to thank on that 44?
Oh, man, there's a ton of people. First off, I got to thank you for doing the broadcast. Doing a great job since you come on board. Definitely props to you, shout out to you, and everybody watching, make sure to subscribe to True Sim Productions. We got a bunch of different things over there. They got 87 cars, street stocks, tour mods, super lates, ARCA. They got basically everything. I got to thank Top Hat Comics for coming on board to support the series. My parents and Michael Falk over at MF Racing Designs. I got to thank all the guys over at Five Kings Motorsports and all the people that support us over there. We got Maconi Setup Shop, ButtKicker.com, Savage Edge Apparel, Raise Energy, BAM Racing Videos, USA Firearms, Southern Signs of North Carolina, and I got my few personal sponsors always standing behind me. I got to thank Tile Chief, the Barn Package Store, and Mayhew Construction.
Well, hey, man, I just want to let you know, Tanner said if he didn't have a whole lot of X's, that was his win tonight. So he said he let you have it.
I believe it, man. I know he's hungry. He hasn't had the luck. He definitely has the speed, though. I think he'll get one coming up real shortly. Like I said, if he didn't have X's, I even said it to him, I was fully expecting a bumper on a restart.
Well, it doesn't matter. You came home the winner. We're going to let you go celebrate that win. We'll see you tomorrow night when you help Tanner broadcast a Wednesday night series. So we'll see you tomorrow, Jason.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That was your winner, Jason Raymond, number 44. Not a bad race. 2 cautions. We can live with that. But let's go ahead and bring up your race results here. That's qualifying results. We want race results. We don't care where everybody qualified. We want to know everybody finished. There's your finishing results right there, ladies and gentlemen. I want to shout out the sponsors for these guys once again. Top Hat Comics, USA Firearms, Maine's Mobile Truck Service, MF Racing Design, Savage Edge Graphics, Mullet Music Productions, as always. We're going to go ahead and end it here tonight for the Tour Modified Series, the Top Hat Comics Tour Modified Series. We'll go ahead and see you tomorrow night. Make sure to tune in. Tanner Marr is going to be broadcasting this 87 Retro Cup Series, so I hope y'all tune in for that. But with that being said, I'm Sam Baumgarten. We'll see you next time.